24,000 drivers. It's really important that you focus in on the fundamentals, and then we'll talk about the DMV fails. It's really important when you first get into the vehicle, you put on your seatbelt, you start your vehicle, you frame the rear window in the mirror. When you're taking your test, your road tester will look to see if you are checking your mirrors. You won't fail if you're not checking your mirrors, but it will increase the likelihood that you will be deducted in points. As I rode down the private driveway, I'm looking left and right. Mentally, I know that I need to get ready to get onto the road. I know that I need to drive within my capabilities. We can't control other drivers. Example, someone may not use it. You can drive a little bit slower than the limit, but if you drive 10, 7 under the limit, now you're going to be holding up traffic. So when you take your test mentally, you need to be ready to go. You need to be relaxed. You need to have the car cleaned out. You need to have your windows clean, the car smelling good, all your documents. Everything comes together. And as I'm coming up to the end of a road, I'm looking left and right. And I'm really aware of gaps. And I'm going to take my time. I know it's going to be difficult getting out here. So I'm just going to take my time and get to a gap. A gap is the space. Now I'm going to show you a maneuver. You can go right into the middle turn lane and stop. This is perfectly legal. Now, what I need to do is check over my shoulder and wait for a gap. Here's my gap. I got up to speed. That was a little harsh. I would have lost some points for that because I hit the gas really hard. But I got out onto the thoroughfare. Now I need to breathe, calm down, and relax, because we are getting ready to prep. I talk about discussions for our road test. We can't let other drivers influence how we drive. You need to drive within yourself. You need to be calm. You must take your time. This is a major thoroughfare. Most cities have a major thoroughfare. This is the Gratiot thoroughfare. I'm already here. I never slam brakes. If you're at the point of no return, which we were at, we want to continue with good speed, good space, and stay focused. When you are learning to drive, you will drive defensively. If you don't learn anything else from looking at this DMV masterclass video, you have to drive defensively. People are very nervous, meaning the road tester, your instructor, has the ability to pass or fail you. Or I should say, you have the ability to pass or fail yourself. You fail by going over the limit consistently. I'm not talking about passing a car, making a maneuver. I'm talking about excessive speeding. 10 or more over the limit. I just made a lane change. They will have you do a number of lane changes. The stop line. The e-bike, the leaves falling, looking left and right. These are all elements in our driving environment. This warning sign is giving us information that we need to be about 30 going around the curve. And if you have a curb strike, you will fail. Another extremely challenging issue that people who are taking the DMV test face is keeping an adequate space cushion. A space cushion is the space between you and the vehicle. Good morning, E. We're back into the routine again. Blessed. Thank you for what you do. And thank you for being the number one. We're back to the routine again. And we all are human. We all need a routine to follow. My routine is to keep good space, be a safe defensive driver. I will send you that. And thank you for staying on me. We all need our community, keeping space. And I'm aware of the construction. There's been construction throughout. And I'm okay with that blinker. That's all right. I'm gonna get over one lane to the left. I want to be able to see around this truck. I'm trying not to tailgate. It's really easy to, and I'm not late. I'm gonna get over one more lane to the left. If you're rushing yourself to take your test, you will fail. Don't rush. Take your time. It's 7:14 Eastern Standard Time, 73 degrees. This is rush hour in the metro area. Running errands to the grocery store. These are the things you will do. It's a little late on the stop. These are the things you will do when you get your license. Picking up your siblings, helping out your parents, assuming you moved out. Whenever you are stopped, you should check your mirror. You won't lose points, but you should check your mirror. Seems like a peaceful drive, but you can tell as I get toward the city, it's getting more congested, and this is 7:15 in the morning. But I'm trying to stay relaxed, stay smooth. I know I will be eventually getting on I-94 to show you guys how to merge. I know that I need to mentally prepare for this type of traffic this early in the morning. Usually I don't start to 8 and I'm driving adults and teens, but now this work environment, this is different. I've got to be aware of people. And I'm not saying teens don't get out this early. What I'm saying is we have the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 70, 80, 90-year-olds who are out here getting to work. They don't have time to play with you, not use a blinker, go too slow. Everyone's trying to get to work, and it's a different vibe. I feel good that we're making the lights. We have good speed control. I'm not trying to go super fast. No need to. I'm not trying to go slow either. I'm trying to keep moving. This white car ahead of us, they're tailgating. They keep tapping the brakes and tapping the brakes and tapping the brakes. I feel a little more warmed up now. I feel a little bit more at peace. I will be sharing some pictures with you from the baby shower yesterday. We're going to be welcoming a younger driver into the family, so I'm going to send you a few pictures. They're already posted on my son's social media and his girlfriend's social media, so I wanted to share that with you because, you know, if you're driving a young child, you got to have a car seat in the car. You're going to drive different. You want to keep space. You know, there are drivers out here who have no regard. So if you're driving your niece or nephew, you will drive very different. You're going to drive with the halo. You're going to keep space. You're going to use your blinker, 10 and 2, 9 and 3, seatbelt on, proper merging. And I always want to do that regardless. This burgundy truck did a nice lane change. I feel safe with the following distance. When you have the community behind you, the church, a driving school, your neighborhood, you can reach anything. Anything. And it takes a while, your mid-20s, early 30s, before you realize your community is there for you. I'm there for you. E is there for you. Okay, there are people in the community who love you and want to help you. I want to keep space. I'm going to take my time. Traffic is really slowing down. We're getting to the I-94 corridor. There are a lot of pedestrians here. We have Chick-fil-A, we have McDonald's, we have Jersey Mike's. A lot of people are coming here. Trop, Red Robin. I'm telling you all these places because you're going to have people just stopping in the middle of the street. So we have to increase our following distance. I'm lifting my foot. I'm going to let them come in. I just wave my light, right? Flash my light. And that's what you're supposed to do. We are courteous on this channel. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Whether you were here with me or not, I would let them in. And I like gradual exposure. If you're taking your test, it's gradual exposure. We're gradually going to merge on the freeway. We're gradually going to parallel park. We're gradually going to go through a divergent diamond. I'm squeezing my brake, going in the curve, and just taking my time. This is really smooth. And I'm an early merger in terms of the zipper merge. I just get over early. I don't want all that pressure. I don't want to wait till the last second. Like this black car, they're going to try to boost and accelerate, cut off 2 or 3 cars, and then force their car in. That just upsets the HTS. They passed 3 cars, and are they going to try to cut off the semi-truck? No. Door is closed. Now, in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, certain states, you can't cut across. Oh, goodness. Oh, yep, they're behind the semi-truck. So Our left turn signal's on up behind the gray vehicle. And I'm just going to take my time. I'm really checking mirrors, and I want to show you this. And I got out. Whew, that was a pretty smooth merge. And this is what a peaceful road test driving should be. It's not this serious out here. We're going to get over one lane to the left. And they're on some road rage shenanigans. This person in this black SUV. We're about 70, feeling beautiful. I mean, feeling beautiful. It feels good to, you can tell by my voice, it feels good to just follow these rules, keep space, keep good speed, stay smooth. This is what your test should feel like. It should feel a sense of freedom. Because you know if you drive clean, you're gonna get your permit. You're gonna get your license. And if you don't drive clean, meaning have big errors, we're gonna break down the video and show you. So I'm in the middle lane, I am fine. I don't need to be in the left going 75 or 80. We're right at 70, feeling smooth, feeling safe. Oh man, it's nice to be out here. It's a little overwhelming, but this is what a smooth, clean drive looks like. Early, smooth, taking our time, staying consistent. And if you're taking your test and you have a clean drive like this, most likely you're going to pass. Right lane blocked. We're reading the changeable message signs. I see the gray vehicle, large. I need to leave room. I see the black vehicle. I don't have to worry about someone pushing me to go over the speed limit. This is a great video because you see balance, you see reality, you see the gray truck to the left moving at a much higher speed. We're about 70. We have a gasoline tanker truck, which is a hazardous material carrier. We see the gray vehicle to the right. We see the other vehicle ahead of it not using blinker. No blinker. You do that, you will lose points. It's something so simple. Can I lose points again for doing the same maneuver twice? No, you will lose points once. We're keeping good speed and good space. Very peaceful. They're from Connecticut, out-of-town driver. We're in the no zones of the semi-truck. Left side, right side, front, and back. Now let's take a look at this semi-truck ahead of us. You'll see the red sign on the back. This is a hazardous material carrier. For educational purposes, we're going to keep this safe following distance. We're going to leave room. We're going to treat it like a testing situation. The tester may have you stay here. We're safe, we're legal, we're fine. The tanker truck is rolling right at 60. They have a speed governor, and they have strict standards, as they should. They're carrying over 10,000 gallons of fuel. And all that fuel is sloshing around too. So they're being very intentional. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna make a lane change to the right. R-I-G-H-T. Now, we wanna get in and out of the no zone as fast as possible, so I don't wanna hang around this truck. Yep, they got a camera there, I saw it on the door. And we'll talk about that. I'm gonna lift my foot and no panic. That was a good merge because they had on the blinker, they accelerate, they got out. Good job. We're in a right lane, so slower moving traffic, cars and trucks merging out. You can see and feel the energy picking up. We have to adjust our speed to these conditions. I like listening to the sights and sounds of what the traffic is doing, the car is doing. Downtown Detroit Drive, a downtown Orlando, a downtown Houston, Texas, a downtown Manhattan, New York. They each have different sounds and sights. There's so much emotion going on, I can't fully explain it. We're going to signal our intention, start squeezing our brake. We can only control what we can control. If you drive clean in small areas, you should pass. If you blow a stop sign, blow a red light, it's fail, okay? And I want to see the rear of the tires on the ground, which we can do. Now, if I'm stopped, we want to look at the mirror. You won't get points if you don't look at the mirror, but it shows the tester. Remember, everything is geared toward passing the test. DMV mistakes. This content is built on me looking at state crash data, pass fails, pulling government data within the Midwest, and putting together information to help you pass your test, to build a relationship, because this is what it's all about. So we're here waiting. We got a big truck beside us. You can hear it. This is the city. Our left turn signal's on. This is the crossover. Okay? We're gonna go up and cross over. And then we're gonna turn on our left turn signal and stop. S-T-O-P. I'm gonna let these two cars go by. Here's my gap. I turn. Now the speed limit has changed. We were at 70, now it's 30. If you go over this limit, automatic fail. So we're scanning, looking at signs, being aware. And then we want to come up, turn on a right turn signal, and stop. The pedestrian is the most vulnerable. We're going to have a complete stop. S-T-O-P. 3 seconds. Now we're going to make our right turn. T-U-R-N. Okay. We're going to turn on our left turn signal. You should be able to hear that. And we want to come up nice and easy. And we're looking to park. So I have to model. I walk it like I talk it. Now, let's break down what we learned to see if you really passed. You have questions, put those in. This is the final skills road evaluation I'm going over right now. I always give a closure. I'm always here to help you elevate. And when you take the time to look at this wherever you are, I'm going to break down everything. First, the following dangerous maneuvers will result in an automatic fail. Student must perform at least 2 maneuvers for an automatic fail. What is an automatic fail? If the teacher has to intervene to maintain control of the vehicle, you're veering into a curb, you merge out and almost hit a truck, you almost hit a tree, that is a fail. Next, if your test is in 10 days, you need to be locking this in and review these videos and look at the showrunner videos. Disobeys regulatory sign, a stop sign, a yield sign. Speeding 10 or more over the limit. I stay within the speed limit. If the speed limit is 70, you go 80, you'll get a warning. It might be an automatic failure. Let's pause. Next, dangerous maneuver. You make a left turn in front of a truck. You cut off a car. You strike an object, a curb. You fail to yield. You're at a crosswalk. Downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown Manhattan, New York, downtown Houston, Texas. Yield for pedestrians. Stopping and starting. Pre-driving checks. You put on your seatbelt. You adjust your mirrors. You lock your door. Very important. Next, smooth stops. You want to squeeze the brake, use the ball of your foot. If you're slamming brakes or you don't have a clutch control, that is a vehicle control error. You'll get marked down 1. You can pass by 1, you can fail by 1. Every state, every province has a threshold for the number of errors you can make. In my location, it's 25. After 25 errors, you automatically fail. We are not trying to fail. Smooth acceleration, gradually pushing on the grass. Sorry, you know this is real. Let me pause and get some coffee. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm better. Gradually pushing on the gas. If you are hitting the gas real hard, the car's lunging forward, that's a control error. We want to have control. Next, controlled emergency braking. A kid comes out, a dog, a deer, a cat. We don't want to veer for the deer. We want to slow down, and upon impact, we want to take our foot off the gas pedal, because the front end, as you brake, goes down, and as you lift your foot, the front end will come up. Okay? Next, backing straight. We want to look out our rear window. We do have a backup camera, but you can't rely on that. You've got to look. You've got to analyze. You've got to scan. You must be patient and rely on your mirrors, rely on your backup camera, rely on your passenger side mirror, your driver's side mirror, and looking out your back window. Next, this is an extensive list, and I'm going to cover this for you. You're going to look back at this video. I'm going to demonstrate. I'll edit. I'll put in the things you need. This is your master class. This is a showrunner class. So we're going to deep dive, and then you got to put in your questions. Yes, I will be emailing you some information. I got to keep my promise. The card is there. I will get it out to you because you have taken your time to look out for me, so I'm going to look out for you. Next, identifying targets. A stop sign, a school zone, downtown area, downtown Detroit, downtown Windsor, downtown Chicago, Illinois. Be aware of those downtown areas. Search is 15 to 20 seconds ahead. I'm looking. There's a car. There's a kid on a bike. There's an elderly man. There's kids to the left. There's a stray pit bull walking on the road. Got to be aware. We don't want to get bitten. Okay? Next, turning head to identify target. If I'm making a right, I turn to the right. If I'm making a left, I turn to the left. Don't be scared to turn your head. In these tutorials that I put together, where we have inside angles, outside angles, GoPro, different types of cameras, we are educating you so you feel safe and you feel comfortable. Isn't that the most important thing? Being safe, being comfortable. You don't realize it when you are 14, 16, or 19. Around 25, 26, you're like, I got to get my license. Driving with Myles video popped up. I like how he's communicating. Because I look at data, I look at facts, I look at DMV fails, driving companies, state data, test data, and it's really important that you analyze what's going on so you can become your best authentic self. Let me keep going. Under visual skills, Are you able to judge stopping an adequate following distance? A lot of beginners tailgate. They go too fast. Drop our speed. Let's slow down. Let's cover that brake. Why are you rushing? Do you want to fail? If I have to say these things, you're already failed. Let's talk about steering. Are your hands at 8 and 4? I'm looking at the test information, and if you want a copy for this, we'll put it together in terms of digital products. We'll set up a new landing page. So if you want to set up an appointment with me, you can. If you want to have digital products available for you, we'll have those set up. Because I want to invest in myself so you can invest in me. So if you need products, test prep, material, a one-on-one with me, that's available. Because I'm very social and I'm human, right? The smile is real. It is. Next, are your hands at 8 and 4 or 9 and 3 on the steering wheel? You can drive with one hand, but that is going to put you in a situation where you could lose control. We're not trying to lose control. We're trying to drive safe. We are trying to obtain our license. You got to put in effort. If you don't put in effort, you're going to be scored low and you could fail. Next, you want to use hand over hand. Hand over hand is good for parallel parking. We're making a right, hand over hand, get the rear into right. You're pulling in mom and dad's driveway, hand over hand, you're backing up, hand over hand, you're hooking up the trailer, hand over hand, covering the brake, using your backup camera. You have to know how to move the wheel. Palming the wheel, you'll lose points. Dangerous maneuver. Shuffling the wheel, that's going around a curve or a roundabout or a divergent diamond. Next, using push-pull hand over hand, there are two different methods. Which method do you use? I use hand over hand when parallel parking. I turn the hand all the way to the right, get the rear end at a 45 angle. I turn back and I look. You've seen my videos. We're in the downtown Mount Clemens trap area and we are 12 inches or less away from the curb. And it's really important that we lock in, that we stay safe, and that we feel consistent. Consistency is so important, that you're consistent in your neighborhood, you're consistent in merging, you're consistent in the school zone, you're consistent in the downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown Windsor. Okay, next, let's continue. These are turns and critical maneuvers. Number 1, do you select the best lane? Turn in the nearest lane, L-A-N-E. Keep your turn short. It facilitates a smoother flow of traffic. Do you check traffic signs and signals? We need you to check traffic signs and signals. Do you verbalize an adequate gap, or are you just going to pull out in front of a car? We don't need you to pull out in front of a car. That's dangerous, and you will lose points. Next, do you complete turn in the proper lane? This is another common error or fault that I see. Turn in the nearest lane. Have good speed control. Take your time. Time. As I go through this, and this is a lot of material, but I'm going to take my time. As many of you say, as you should. You teach, teacher. I'm a driving instructor. Okay. I have to explain this to you because I want you to be successful. I want to go to safe driving behavior because this is the foundation that holds us. Do you automatically put on your seatbelt? If not, automatic fail. Next, maintains proper speed at all times. You're in the school zone, reduce speed. You're in a neighborhood, reduce speed. You're on I-94, stay at the speed. Do you maintain a safe following distance? Keeping speed, keeping space. Do you identify and understand and respond appropriately to traffic signs and signals? Are you running every light? Next, do you demonstrate proper use of mirrors? Inside mirror, left mirror, right mirror. Do you use different and understand different vehicle capabilities? A semi-truck, a sport utility vehicle, a subcompact. You have to identify those areas so you can be safe. Next, effectively manage your risk. Are you going too fast? Are you moving too slow? Are you covering your brake? Are you stopping completely at a stop sign even though no one is there? but the flock cameras are recording you, and some communities give out tickets, as they should. No one should be around. You should stop, S-T-O-P, at a stop sign. Do you use it for pedestrians? You see someone getting ready to walk into the crosswalk. Do you just hurry and go by, or do you wait and make eye contact? I need you to leave a message to me. You tell me what you want to improve on. How do you want to get better? You tell me what you need to reach your goal to get your license. I need you to. I recall a young lady, 25, emailing me and said, listen, I need some help. We did 6 lessons, road test prep, merging, driving through neighborhoods, parallel parking. She drove a little slow on the expressway, but she obtained her license. You can be this way. The only way you're going to be this way is you subscribe to me. I give you the best data, do my research, prepare you, because I'm a state certified driving instructor. I need all of you to subscribe, to become active in our community. And I want to say thank you. We'll be going live later, 3:30 or 4 o'clock, to talk about expressway driving. Thank you.